So the door opens, and the officer tells us, "Hey, take it to the yard." Me and my cellie standing there completely surprised. We look at each other in silence. I don't know what he was thinking, but I know I was thinking to myself, dang, already. I ain't even been at Pelican Bay a good 24 hours, and they probably about to stab me or beat me up, get me off the yard. This is crazy. So as me and my cellie looked at each other in silence, we would eventually begin our journey to the yard. As we walk down the steps, I'm thinking to myself, man, hope they don't stab me when I get out here. What's about to happen? I look back at my cellie, and I could tell he in his thoughts as well. I'm also thinking, when I see anything funny, I'm getting off first. I'm not even about to give these niggas a chance to get me. Fuck that. So as I'm walking, all these thoughts are going through my head. I walk through the rotunda and out to the yard. And as we walk out to the yard, it was literally like a movie. We walk on the yard, and the segregation amongst the races is clear. You got blacks on one side of the yard. You got northern Mexicans on one side, southern Mexicans on one side, whites on one side, and the others, which are Asians and Pacific Islanders, they all have their little area. And it's stunning how everyone seems to be in their own corners. As we look to the black area, I just see literally maybe about 100 people. They're all in like a big circle, and they're all staring at me and my cellie as we walk out the building. In hindsight, I think this was all staged. Literally, as we walk out, the whole yard appears to be staring at us. I will later learn that me and my cellie, him being 19 at the time and me being 20, we were the first new set of youngsters that they had brought to Pelican Bay for quite some time. So the whole yard seemed to be intrigued by our arrival. So as I look to where all the blacks was at, I see one older black man signaling us to come where all the blacks were at. So as we walked over there, I'm looking at different faces. I'm seeing nobody smiling, everybody looking serious, and I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, they about to try to get us. As soon as I see the first dude make the wrong move, I'm just gonna get off. So as we get closer, I look at my cellie, and my cellie like, you straight, bro? Nah, I'm straight. He like, what we gonna do if they try to get off on us? Told him, bro, we just gonna squabble up, nigga, and whatever happens, happens. He like, all right. So we get to the crowd. When we get to the crowd, we're greeted by black people from all over the state of California, some black people from different states. I met so many people, and they were all very serious in their introduction. One black dude emerges out the crowd and say, "Are you the one from East Coast, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "Well, I'm Big Dub from 6'8" East Coast, and I got the keys for the East Coasters on this yard." and I want to let you know personally, and this goes for your celly as well. This is your first and last warning. I'm going to tell you straight up. From 9 at nighttime to 6 in the morning, you shut up. If anybody can hear you outside your cell, you too loud. You gonna bring it down to a whisper. You gonna be told what to do here. If you don't, both of y'all can take y'all shit and get off this yard right now. This is your first and last warning. The brother that was in your vid.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
This brother right here, although he's a blood, he's a good brother. And when he told you to shut up last night, you should have shut up. We should be stabbing you off the yard right now. But we know you don't know what type of games you playing with. So we going to give you this first warning. As this dude talking to me, I'm standing there thinking in my mind, like, who the fuck do this dude think he talking to? He talking to me like I'm a straight bastard, telling me what I am and ain't gonna do. I low-key want to get off on him because of how aggressive he is, and he's in my face, and he's just talking to me blunt like I'm scared of him. But what I also see is he literally got about 100 black people all in sync with what he's talking about. And they looking at me and my celly like, we dare y'all challenge. Y'all challenge anything. It's going to be y'all first and last day on the yard in Pelican Bay. So as I'm standing there, I'm looking around, I'm seeing the whole yard is paying attention to what's going on. So after he gives us this warning, he tells me, hey, come spin a lap with me. So as we begin to spin a lap, he immediately reiterated to me, as I said, that was your first and last warning. And everything I'm about to tell you right now is also your first and last warning. I'm going to give you some basic standards that you must follow on this yard. First and foremost, you from East Coast, and you say your name Sad, you going to be held to a higher standard. And if you don't uphold that standard, you will be getting stabbed and removed off this yard. So first, heard y'all was up in there sleep. 6 in the morning, program time. When that officer come open up your tray slot at 5:45, that's your signal to get your ass up. You get up, you roll up your mattress, put your shoes on, clean up, work out, program time. And that mattress is not to be unrolled until 9 o'clock, nighttime. Shoes on till 9 o'clock, nighttime. As you walk in this yard, if you see any black person engage in any physical altercation with anybody that's not black, you mandatory get involved. Don't ask no question what it's about, what happened. If you see a black person engaging in a physical altercation with another race, you must respond. Or again, you will be off this yard. If you see a person from East Coast fighting with anybody that is non-East Coast, you must get in that, respond, attack. There is no one-on-one phase. If it ain't sanctioned and you walk out and you see another member of the East Coast just fire on somebody, you better fire on him too. Or again, you will be getting off this yard. When you walking around this yard, you never walk by yourself. Always walk with somebody. When you go talk to the police, make sure somebody is right there with you. There's no reason why you and the police should be having any one-on-one conversations. And again, these are your first and last ones. I just stood there thinking to myself, this dude just told me basically what I'm going to do. I ain't got no choice. And then he continues to threaten my life. What have I got myself into? I'm in the worst prison in California and got a man basically telling me, I dictate your life now. And if you don't listen to what I'm saying, you're going to be stabbed or you're going to get off our yard. Pelican Bay Prison Stories. Hit your subscribe button. This ain't it. Self-made from the top bunk.